Hello, all. I hope you all are doing well out there in YouTube land and ready for another installment of some creative writing today. Today, I decided to focus on yet another different style of writing that I thought would be really fun because this is not a style that most people really practice. So there are not a whole lot of rules for what we are going to try to do today. But I had a lot of fun figuring out some things that I needed to figure out in order to teach you guys today. So today we are going to focus on something called mantras. Okay, this is a word that is very closely associated with meditation, and most yogis are the first group of people. When I was doing yoga very, very intensely for about 7 years during my most essential actor training, I was introduced to mantras by several yoga teachers. There are many, many mantras out there that people share with each other. But first, let's just discuss what is a mantra. Okay, it's spelled M-A-N-T-R-A. And a mantra, very simply, is a sound that you make with your own voice that is designed to focus on a particular vibration. And it is thought in many, many yoga teachings that certain vibrations can sort of help you tune in, if you will, to other vibrations around you. It can be said, this is a little more philosophical, but it can be said that everything on the planet vibrates in some form, and that each thing, a tree, a bird, a blade of grass, a droplet of water, each thing has its own specific vibration. And really taking some time through meditation or writing, as we will today, to try to tune in to these vibrations that are swirling around us all of the time. So today, there are many different types of mantras, and today I decided to focus on one specific kind of mantra, a kind that I needed today myself, and so I hope that you all will find this useful to yourselves as well. I decided to focus on healing mantras. Okay, so there are many, many, many suggestions out there on the internet. If you want to dive deep, I'm sure you can find plenty of healing mantras out there that others have used to focus themselves. One of the most popular healing mantras is a mantra that I do in my acting class as a warm-up that I didn't really even know was considered a mantra, you guys. So I learned something very new today. And that mantra is the vowel sounds. A, E, I, O, U. This is considered a healing mantra. And if you repeat those sounds at whatever length you would like to repeat them, and for however long you would like to repeat them. So you could repeat A for as long as you could sustain your breath if you wanted to. Or you could move through the sounds more quickly if that's to your favor. So I decided that instead of just sitting here and chanting vowel sounds at you guys through YouTube, which I thought would be kind of silly, that I would take the idea of healing mantras into the realm of creative writing. So today, I decided to write some healing mantras for you guys. Okay? So last week in creative writing, we decided to write some advice to ourselves. And today, I would like you to focus on putting the healing vibrations out there in the world to everyone else. Instead of giving advice to ourselves like we did last week, we are going to focus on projecting out to everyone else our healing mantras. So it is with this in mind that I would like all of you that are going to participate in this little experiment today. I would like you guys to write down, basically, this is a little bit of the opposite of last week, and a lot, if you want to think about it on those terms. I would like you to write down some advice for others in your life, okay? And I would like you to focus on words that you think would be healing for the other person to hear, okay? So it is with that in mind, that is the way that I constructed my little mantras for the day. Keeping in mind, mantras are normally very, very short. You do not need to write a full page as one mantra, okay? If you want to fill up a full page, go for it. But there should be multiple mantras that you explore down the page, okay? What I did today, as I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, I wrote 5, just 5. 5 very simple mantras that I decided were something that I wanted to share as a way of trying to get us all to think healing thoughts and healing vibrations will be sent out into our worlds. And I think this is something that is definitely needed in our current state right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started and share with you guys my healing mantras. I'm going to take some time in between each 5 of these mantras, and I also am going to repeat my mantras. I have them sort of broken down into phrases. Like the first mantra that I wrote is three short phrases all linked together. But the last mantra I wrote is only 2 words. So there's a lot of variance among mantras. And really a mantra, like I said, is just something that you repeat over and over and over again. And the vibrations of those sounds are geared to vibrate and harmonize with the world around you. It's pretty interesting stuff. So here we go. Without further ado, I'm going to share with you guys my first healing mantra that I wrote with all of you in mind. Okay, so basically I wrote some mantras today, thinking about you guys and hoping that everyone is doing well and healthy. So, healing mantra number 1. Draw your breath like the wind in a meadow. Life grows still and then moves with the air. Okay. So I'm going to repeat this. Since I did 5 of them, I'm going to repeat each mantra 5 times. Okay? Draw your breath like the wind in a meadow. Life grows still, then moves with the air. Concentrate when you are saying these mantras that you're going to write out loud. Concentrate on enjoying the sounds that are being created while you speak these mantras. Draw your breath like the wind in a meadow. Life grows still, then moves with the air. Draw your breath like the wind in a meadow. Life grows still, then moves with the air. Draw your breath like the wind in a meadow. Life grows still, then moves with the air. All right. I think that was 5. I wasn't really keeping count. Perhaps that was 4. But if the number of repetitions is not important. What is important is that you vibrate harmoniously with your world around you. Okay. My second healing mantra of the day. Release the tension. Release the worry. Release the anxiety. Release the tension. Release the worry. Release the anxiety. Release the tension. Release the worry. Release the anxiety. Release the tension. Release the worry. Release the anxiety. Release the tension. Release the worry. Release the anxiety. All right. I hope you all are following along whenever you find yourself viewing this video. And by following along, I mean feel free to take all 5 of these mantras and use them yourself before you try to write your own, if you would like to. If you have an idea, go ahead and jump on in, okay? And just get to writing your own mantras. If you've got an idea of healing mantras that would be good advice for you to give to the world, okay? All right, my third mantra for the day. My mantras got shorter and shorter as I kept writing. I think initially I wanted my mantras to be more poetic and was digging into the creative writing side. But I realized that the essence of what I really wanted to say didn't take a lot of words all the time. So, okay, here we go. Healing mantra number 3. Send out health. Don't worry about wealth. 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 Okay. Moving right along. So I hope that each of these mantras are starting to get your wheels turning up there, so that you guys may write some of your own healing mantras. All right, my 4th mantra for this morning, or this afternoon now. Life can be simple if you let it. Welcome simple forms of happiness. Life can be simple if you let it. Welcome simple forms of happiness. Life can be simple if you let it. Welcome simple forms of happiness. Life can be simple if you let it. Welcome simple forms of happiness. Okay, well, these mantras are definitely working for me today. I hope that they are working for you all as well. Finally, we come to our last mantra from yours truly for the day. And bear in mind that when trying to write a mantra, I don't think it's necessarily important to focus exclusively on the sounds of the words. I think the message is just as important. And I think, honestly, if we were to examine it, the words that you choose for your healing mantras will have sounds in them that are naturally healing because you chose those words as healing mantras. So, finally, here we go. My last mantra of the day is my shortest mantra of the day. It is 2 words. This is a mantra that I've used for a very, 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 very long time. And I wasn't expecting to share it today, but as I was writing down these healing mantras, I realized that this was the perfect one for me to end on and to share with all of you. I've used this mantra many, many times backstage before I walk out on stage during a production. This is my final healing mantra of the day. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. All right, you guys. That concludes our healing mantra creative writing class for the day. I will, you know what? I'm going to read all 5 of these one last time for any of you that would like to jot some of these down for yourself. And feel free to repeat them in whatever way that makes you happy. The first one is, draw your breath like the wind in a meadow. Life grows still, then moves with the air. The second one, release the tension. Release the worry. Release the anxiety. The third one, send out health. Don't worry about wealth. The fourth one, life can be simple if you let it. Welcome simple forms of happiness. And the fifth one, just breathe. All right, you guys. I hope that this video finds you well, finds you all healthy, safe, and not too bored. If you get a chance, to step outside in a safe manner in one's backyard is a great spot, and just enjoy a little bit of sunshine. I also find getting out of my house, even very, very briefly and safely in my backyard, is really, really good for my health. So I'll leave that little bit of advice with you all today. I will see you all again tomorrow. Have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope you all are well.